Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy Rico, and I got my boy Dripway with me.
It's good, everybody. Was good.
I felt like it was important we get an experienced botter to come talk to us, bro, and answer some questions that I get frequently. Since the last time we talked to you, man, he done picked up some more stats. Like he did his thing on the UNC ones. I feel like in the community, bro, that's a badge of honor. That's one of the shoes of the year, and bro was able to really cook out. So if you wanted to click off this video saying, well, what's he know? Trust me, I want to hear from the guy that cooked the UNC one. So what's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. We growing, you growing. I'm proud of you. I just want to say that, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, man.
I'm proud of everybody in the community, man. We're growing. So
yeah, appreciate you, my brother. So let me ask you this. Well, how long today would you say you've been botting?
I would say 6 months seriously.
6 months seriously.
Yeah,
wow.
Seriously.
Okay. And outside of the UNC ones, I know that's you know what I'm saying, that's the one that I remember, but am I forgetting any notable, you know what I'm saying, sneakers, any notable hooks?
Yeah, so with the UNC ones, that's definitely my most that I ever got, because I just ran one bot, which was Balco, and I got, was like 8 or 9 pairs,
right?
Off of one website with just that bot. So yeah, that was most likely my biggest drop.
Right. Okay.
But I've done had a few others that did, but that was definitely the biggest.
Right. Okay. Cool. So the first question that I have for you is the most common question that you know this question, since I'm gonna tell you it's the most common, is what's the best beginner bot? What's the best bot to start out with?
So that's ultimately up to you and your capital. But if we're just saying, in my opinion, I would say NSB is the best beginners bot, just his overall, overview, just everything that comes with NSB. It's going to teach you how to bot without you investing, thousands of dollars into the bigger bots.
I want to ask and sort of get confirmation from you too. So is it fair to say that NSB, because of the user interface, because of how easy it is to understand for a beginner compared to other bots, that's why it's the best bot to start off with? It's not necessarily the best bot because it may get the most pairs or whatever, just simply for beginners, right? That's why you would say that.
Yeah, the interface and also the price.
Right.
You can't be $500 for a beginner's bot, especially some of these bots out here are thousands of dollars. So $500, that's a pretty big investment as well, but it's not as much as thousands of dollars.
That's gonna segue right into my second question, right? Because like I got a question the other day from one of my subscribers, right? And they was like, hey bro, is NSB like an easy bot?
So I would say the learning curve is definitely there with bots. NSB is just so easy to set up.
Right.
Balco's interface is a little different,
right.
So if you don't really, like you said, it's just a learning curve, man. You have to really know it. You're gonna go out and do your research, then for sure, go out and get Balco, read it out, and master that bot. But if you're a total beginner and you kind of don't have the time for it a lot, I do task setups on my channel, so that can help you out. It's just so easy to set up with NSB.
The next question is the second most common question that I get, period, bro. And that is, what's the best bot? First off, I'm gonna rephrase that question. Is there a best bot?
No, there's not. I wouldn't say it's a
single best bot. Right.
It's not a single best bot. And this answer is always changing, week after week, month after month. As I can use Prism for example. Prism, I could have bought Prism, last month for $200. Which is still a lot of money. But right now, Prism
how many?
is at $3,200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So right now, speaking of today's date, Prism has shot up another $2,000, and it's around $6,000 to buy right now. So Prism right now is the best foot site buy, which is like a Foot Action Champs. Now, if we're talking about Balco, for example, Balco is the best Shopify buy.
Right.
And then you have your Yeezy Supply bots, which are Dashi and also Ralph. So this answer is always changing. So it's not really a best bot.
That's probably one of the most questions I get is, bro, what's the best bot? And I agree with you. There isn't a single best bot. It's almost like if y'all are in the basketball or football or whatever, that's like saying who's the best team year in and year out. That changes, and even throughout the season, that answer changes. That's how it is with bots. You got Prism, which that's why I leaned in like that, because it sounded like you said $200. That's why I was like, what? Where I missed out on Prism for $200 at? Because Prism right now in current day is like completely eating foot site stock.
It's killing right now, bro.
And I would say a month ago, NSB, I would have said was the king of foot sites at the time. So it just all depends.
Yeah, just, like they buy bypasses from foot sites. It's a lot of things that goes into what the best bot is. But I'm not going to get into that. I'm not going to try to expose certain companies. But it gets tricky. Part of the game. Yeah. It's part of the game. It's always changing.
So yeah, bro, that actually segues me right into my next question, because something I've been covering a lot is bot rentals versus actually buying bots right now. And would you say it's better to long-term buy and purchase and own a bot, or would you say right now the best play is to rent?
Just like you said, man, that depends on your capital at the end of the day and what you have to put out. Now, if you're just trying to get into the game, definitely rent, man, just to see if you like it or not. You don't want to commit to a bot. Even with NSB, you don't have to go out and buy NSB. You can rent it out. Fairly cheap for each and every drop, and just see how you do, see how you like it. And that's definitely something that I would do if this was, something that I was just trying to get my feet wet in. I would definitely, rent to start out. But if it's something that you're looking at long term, if you're renting each and every drop, a couple of months or years, if you continue to sneaker buy, then long term it wouldn't be a good investment to continue to rent. So
right now on my channel, I'm actually doing a rental giveaway because I partnered with a bot company who honestly giving me credits for signing people up, and so I'm gonna use those credits, bro, to give back. My next question is let's say you're an absolute beginner, right, and you just won the rental, right, and all you got is your laptop, hopes and dreams of copping, you know what I'm saying, proxies, all that other stuff. Is it necessary?
So if I win the giveaway, definitely I would say you just took away the rental costs, right? So invest that money that you was going to if I was the winner personally, I would just invest that money into some proxies, some proxies. Right. And that'll give me a better chance of hitting on those drops that I'm, trying to get. Another thing with this business, you set up, and everything that you put in is what you're going to get out. Right. So if you're not putting, your due diligence in, then you're not going to get much out.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this, bro. Because a lot of people, I think, I'm gonna phrase this question biased because I understand the importance of it, but a lot of people ask like, hey bro, is a cook group a must? Is a cook group mandatory?
100%.
Right.
They give you this is 100%, they give you the information that you need before it drops. There's certain things, they some cook groups even, give you stock numbers. Right. Just a lot of inside information that if you guys are serious about, making money, which you can in this community, a cook group is something that I would say that you 100% need.
Right. Like to add to that, I would go as far as saying that you need a cook group before you even need a bot, because people are manually, doing this same exact resale hustle, and it's because they're in a cook group and they have this information. So I think we both can agree, and honestly agree on most of the stuff, but I think we both can agree that a cook group is actually to me the first investment you need to make. All right, boom. Another question. How can I progressively become better at botting? Like, is there lessons that I can take from L's that I can apply and get better at, basically?
So, I've kind of learned this over, my span of botting. Like I said earlier, what you put in is what you're going to get out. So, recently I've been buying from different providers, proxy wise, invested into a server. getting better bots for drops, now different things and seeing what works for me. That's the one thing that you can't be scared in this business. If you're scared, to invest into proxies and the server. I know it's a lot. You have to do it if you want, the success that you really want.
Right.
So drop at the drop, you're gonna kind of learn. Okay, I hit with this bot and these proxies that work for me. So 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna go back to that next drop.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So it's honestly just, so getting better is basically just like with anything else, is tweaking it, identifying what works and what don't work, and then moving on and, either learning from the mistakes or not.
Yeah. Experience is everything with this bot. And, when I started out, I didn't know how to set up, I can do that in seconds now.
Right.
So drop at the drop, you're going to get better with certain things. You're going to start learning your setup, drop at the drop. And from there, you're going to progressively get better.
All right. So that sparked another question. You said setup, right? It's all about your setup, right? I know there's people on YouTube like yourself who actually show setup, like step by step, push this button. If you've never followed the program before, I want to stress that, if you don't want to pick bro, there's several people on YouTube that show you exactly how to go through and set up for even exact drops. So exactly. There are several, I guess this ain't a question, but this is more so just a statement that there are learning resources. But I'll just tell y'all like this, how I even met bro is because before I actually reached out to him, I was getting NSB, learning NSB, and saying, okay, I need a teacher, finding him and saying, okay, this guy is who I understand the best. This guy is who I relate to the best. So I end up hitting him up. But this the best part about it. I can't stress it enough. If you've never, like somebody like me who's been trying it for a long time, and somebody who like you out there watching this who's gonna rent NSB tomorrow, we both could understand and follow along at the same exact pace, because he make it that easy. So I definitely want to stress that. Or let me put you in this situation, all right? Let's say you not Dripway, right? Which I'm sure you like, man, I can't imagine not being me. But let's say, okay, or let's rewind you back to 6 months ago when you first started or whatever. What's some actionable steps we can give our viewers that's, gonna turn this off and say, man, I got a better understanding of where I need to go? What's the very first thing that they need to do when trying to get into sneaker botting?
Research,
right? Okay.
Yeah, research. Watch live cops. Like I said, just experience is everything. So say if I know a shoe is coming out tomorrow, well, let me go watch a live cop on somebody that just ran for a shoe that came out a week ago, so I can kind of see what they do. I do task setups, which is the you setting up from the beginning of the drop, and then I also show you guys how I did on certain drops. So right. Just research, that's the main thing that you guys need to do. Okay.
And then boom, let's say I researched, right? And I did my due diligence, and I took 2 days to just consume information, and I said, okay, now I'm ready to buy. Now I'm ready to get me a bot. Well, nope, never mind. They already broke our number 1 rule, which is going to get a cook group first. So boom, they go get a cook group. That's number 2. We're gonna call this the Dripway action plan. Boom. Number 2 is to go get a cook group. Then number 3, am I getting my rental first? Then I'm getting my rental. It's about, we trying to give y'all value. So we're gonna get together and come up with a list of places that we would suggest you go, to get a bot rental. All right, so after you got your rental, it's time to get proxies?
Yeah, so that's ultimately up to you. But right. If you really want to, have success on drops, yes, you definitely need to, find you a good proxy provider.
Right. Okay, boom. So number 5, I would say, and tell me if I'm wrong, number 5, after you get your proxies, which I'll give you some places to get those as well. After you get your proxies, I need to spend a day on YouTube Nothing's coming out, nothing's dropping, right? I need to spend a day on YouTube getting set up. And bro has the best, let me tell y'all, bro, Dripway has the best intro to NSB video on the internet right now, I promise. You need to go watch that video. Look, I'm gonna list that video in the description. You need to go watch that video. That's number 5, right? After that, I will say that you are ready as you can be without any experience to jump in there and go for a drop. Would you say that's correct?
Yes, that's definitely the master plan right there, you know.
Right. Would you say that botting is still worth it for right now and going forward?
So definitely the community is growing, and it's, you know, getting harder to get certain shoes on certain jobs. But, you know, definitely if you have the money to invest, it's definitely worth it. If you're going to do your due diligence, you're going to, you know, go drop at the drop and just learn. You know, that's the main thing, just learning, you know, drop at the drop. It's definitely worth it though, you know. With the drop, you know, you can make anywhere, you know, depending on the shoe, you can make, you know, a good amount of money. So, right, you know, it's really up to you.
Let me talk about that for just a little bit, bro, because the question of if it's worth it, right? Let's say you didn't hit nothing all year, right? The cost of NSB is $500, right? Let's say you didn't hit nothing all year. There was one drop in particular that NSB completely feasted on, and that's the Supreme Dunks, right? Okay, I missed that. I personally missed that. But even the most beginner of botters hit multiple pairs using NSB. And so considering how those are going for around 700 to 1,000 each.
Exactly.
You could have made your money back on just one drop like that. So is it worth it? The question to me, the answer is yes. We have a lot of people that are viewing this video that don't really care to resell, right? They don't really care to resell. They're just sneaker purists like me and you started out, just old school sneaker heads, and they just want to cop their favorite shoes, and they feel like, man, if I gotta get I hate these botters, but if I gotta get a bot to cop, then I'll do it. Would you say it's worth it for them? Because I personally say no. If you want to get in the botting to cop personal, for the money that you're gonna spend, you might as well pay resale, right?
I would definitely agree with you on that. Just the, you know, monthly costs, the cut groups, the bot itself, you know, proxies, servers. It's a lot. So, you know, you might as well just go ahead and, you know, just pay resale, as you said, for the shoe if you're just going after personals, right? You know, but you know, for example, for the Jordan 4 University Blues, you know, NSB did great on that drop as well.
Right.
So, you know, I was seeing people hit 10 pairs. You know, you hit 10 pairs of NSB, you know, with the University Blue drop, you know, the 4s, you know, you sell 3 of them or 4 of them, you done paid off your bot.
Right.
You know, so it's definitely money in it, but you have to, as I said, throughout this, you know, what you put into it is what you're going to get out of it.
Right. So you don't believe in none of the hype in this summer?
I wouldn't say there.
You ain't seen nothing that just.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the University 1 hype or, you know, the Jordan 11, you know, cool gray hype. Those are different type. That's different level. Yeah.
Right. For sure, bro. So where can we find you, bro? If we watch this video and we said, man, I want this dude to guide me through my botting journey, where can we find you? I'm following bro on Twitter and Instagram, and I'm gonna put all that on the screen. But if you want to say it, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, so I have my YouTube, Dripway. I have an Instagram account called Dripway Kicks. I have a TikTok as well, Dripway with 2 Y's. You know, all the socials. I believe my Twitter is golden_guap5, or is it Dripway? It's one of those. It's,
right, we gonna have the link.
You know, it's something. It's he'll have everything on the screen for you guys. But yeah, I'm on all social media platforms, so you guys can find me.
Man, bro, it was a pleasure. Trust me, bro. It's gonna be next. Man, yes, sir. It's gonna be less time in between the next time, because I'm gonna come up with some more in-depth, maybe some more specific questions about some more technical questions, bro. And we gonna, we might call it, Dripway Botting School or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And we're gonna rock out like that, bro. But I appreciate you continuously not only giving us value, because I'm part of your audience, you know what I'm saying? Your audience value, but I appreciate you coming over and giving my audience value too, brother.
For sure, man. I appreciate it, man. I love.
No doubt, bro. So, man, if y'all are interested in botting, I have another video with bro where we talked a little longer. I'm gonna link that. Y'all meet me over in that video. Love everybody out there. Let's get it. All right.